We continue our reading of Lest We Forget, a daily devotional by author George R. Knight. Today's reading, November 21, Women of the Spirit, Part 2. Mary, go to my brethren and say to them, I ascend to my Father and your Father, and my God and your God. John 20:16 and 17. Yesterday, a resolution was adopted by the Missouri House of Representatives inviting Mrs. Whitman, Wightman, to address the representatives on the rise of religious liberty in the United States. I believe this action upon the part of the Missouri legislature is unprecedented in the history of our people. Such was a part of the impact of the ministry of the impressive Lulu Whitman, one of Adventism's most successful female evangelists. Credited with starting at least 17 churches, she far outdistanced most of her male contemporaries. Another woman of the Spirit was Jessie Weiss, Weiss Curtis, who presented 80 converts for baptism at the conclusion of her first evangelistic campaign. The Drums, Pennsylvania church originated in that effort. She extended her influence by training ministerial interns for the conference. One of those young men was N.R. Dower, who later became director of the General Conference Ministerial Department. In addition to those women who held ministerial credentials, many others served the denomination in various ways. Most, of course, had such usual female roles as teachers and nurses, but others held less traditional positions. Among them was L. Flora Plummer, who became executive secretary of the Iowa Conference in 1897 and served as acting president for part of 1900. In 1901, she became the corresponding secretary for the newly organized General Conference Sabbath School Department. In 1913, she became the department's director, a position she held for the next 23 years. And then there was Anna Knight, who pioneered the Adventist educational program among Southern blacks. She also had the distinction of being the first African American female missionary sent to India from America. Scores of other Adventist women in the late 19th and early 20th century served in such elected offices as conference treasurers, conference secretaries, educational department leaders, and Sabbath school department leaders. And beyond those are the millions of unsung women who form the backbone of most effective congregations. The commission of Jesus to Mary is still being carried out. This concludes our reading today of Lest We Forget.